everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. You gonna say something?
Yes. Hi. Yes, I'm here too.
I mean, it's my channel, but you're a part of it too now.
Yeah, as soon as you get this chains off me, I'll run. But yeah, I guess technically. I've been blinking twice this whole time. Why have you guys not saved me? Oh, wait, we're not doing Vic camera. Right, that makes sense.
He's joking, of course.
Right. So anyway, welcome to our last Hazbin Hotel video for a little bit.
For a bit. We're going to take a bit of a break after this and do some other stuff for you. I hope you enjoyed that just as much. I don't want Hazbin Hotel to be my entire identity as an artist, so as much as I love it, we will be doing some other stuff after this. So this is going to be the last Hazbin Hotel portrait for a little while.
You didn't think Hyre only had one obsession, did you?
Yeah. But yeah, we will be drawing Pentious today, or I will be drawing Pentious today, and moral support here will be watching.
As I always do, I watch menacingly.
He's just standing there.
Menacingly!
The SpongeBob jokes. But yeah, let's get on with it.
Well, first off, I love his body type and shape is definitely very unique. And I just loved watching it, just watching all this, the curves you're putting onto him. He just has so much curves.
He is very curvy. And I've seen people joking about it on Twitter or the site formerly known as Twitter. Which is still Twitter at this point. But yeah, I saw people joking about saying he has a fat ass because the design of his tail matches up with how snakes look when they're obese.
He does have a thick tail.
He does. He really does. Mass-wise, he's probably the biggest sinner at the hotel.
Okay, that could have been taken in a lot of different ways, but okay.
I know. The only sinner that's really taller than him is Angel. And Angel, we know Angel's a fucking beanpole. And Pentious has some serious shoulders. Although that might just be shoulder pads.
No. That's definitely, that's shape. So, this one, like you making Pentious, to me, I think that this was probably one of the quickest of the Hazbin characters for you to get done. Do you think that's because of his like overall shape is easier, or is it because you kind of feel like you've started to understand the overall design tropes of the Hazbin Hotel style?
Yeah, I think part of it is that I have been starting to understand, especially in relation to how I normally draw, because as you'll see when I get into more original stuff, that isn't me trying to copy another art style. My art style is a lot rounder and a lot squishier and a lot softer. So kind of playing with these more sharp angles, it's a little tricky for me, but it's a nice exercise in using these kind of more pointed lines.
Yeah, because I know you've drawn other stuff in the Hazbin Hello Boss style. Do you think there's elements of that you're like, feel like you want to take more and put into your own style a bit?
To some extent, yes. One thing I've actually found is that I actually got better at drawing hands by drawing Hazbin Hotel style. So while I probably will still round them out when I translate them into my own style, I've found myself starting to use some of the same techniques that I use for drawing Hazbin and Hell of a Boss characters. And one that looks natural and not as funky as some of the other hands that I've drawn in my life. Hands, the bane of every artist's existence.
And Hazbin helped you out with that. That's just gives you another reason to obsess over them, I guess.
Partly. I think part of it, I don't know why. I think it's just something about it that just clicks really well.
Speaking of click, maybe this is a good transition. Maybe it's not. We'll find out.
We're about to find out.
What, in trying this whole experiment out, what has been like the easiest part to get acclimated to?
Of recording or of drawing?
everything, the whole process of making these videos. Like, what do you feel is like something that you were like maybe got acclimated to and maybe were surprised that it was easy to just adjust or do?
It was a little bit tricky for me to learn to draw while being recorded, and especially since when I need to like get up to use the bathroom or something like that, I might turn it off and then forgot to turn it back on when I started drawing again. And so that's something that was a little bit of an adjustment to do. I guess being able to play with some of the video editing was kind of fun. I'm still not good at it, but
that's what you say. I disagree.
But just being able to make dumb visual jokes and gags, that was a joy for me, even if the humor didn't land with everybody. I have a mildly disturbed sense of humor.
What? No. A person who likes Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss has a dark and strange sense of humor. I would have never guessed.
Fair enough. At this point, I actually haven't posted any of the videos, so I don't know what kind of reception these videos will get, but it will be actually kind of a pleasure to see what you guys have to say, because from my experience, I'm usually way meaner to myself than anyone ever has been publicly whenever I post my art.
Do I have to say you don't say again in an even more sarcastic tone? Like, seriously.
I can be really harsh on myself, and it's especially since I have perfectionism issues. But yeah, it's a work in progress, and I have a feeling this might actually help me relax on that a little bit. But we'll have to wait and see. I've always liked the idea of sharing my art. It just hasn't really had much of a reach. But hopefully this will help.
And I will be there to help you as long as I'm alive. And that's not foreboding because I'm not going anywhere. But still, I don't know why I said it like that. Truly.
To be ominous.
But honestly, as someone who is, trying your best to help you here with this, I think one thing we are still both trying to figure out, I guess, is when it comes to speed draws, is the speed draw length. Yeah, because I realized when we did the Rosie one, I got to a point where I feel like, oh, I got through questions. That feels like a good time. Oh, wait, we're still going. Oh, no. Think of things. Oh. But I do have some questions directed about, why do you love Sir Pentious?
Part of it is a little bit of an aesthetic. I love reptiles. I love the steampunk aesthetic, and he is both of those. That's already points in his favor. But also, I think it's a little bit of relatability. I'm a socially awkward person, so I feel him. And he tries too hard to be evil, but underneath, he's just absolutely lovely. He's probably one of the loveliest people there.
He is the black and white movie villain that twirls their mustache and puts the maiden on the railroad tracks.
Yep, but the moment someone gave him a chance, he ended up being the hero.
Absolutely. Now, I have one last important question for you. Do you think Sir Pentious laid his egg boys?
I don't think so. First of all, he's a guy.
He's in hell.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think it's also been stated that that sinners can't reproduce. You had your chance on Earth, and now you've lost it. Also, I think it was stated that they were created.
Oh.
That they were laboratory creations. Yes, and I think it was suggested that Baxter had something to do with that. Our new little anglerfish friend that will be showing up in season 2.
Yes, season 2. Maybe we'll draw him next time. Who knows?
I mean, yeah, maybe we'll add him to the list. Depending on how well these videos do will depend on how many of these portraits I actually plan on doing.
Don't worry, guys. For you Hell of a Boss fans, I do plan on doing some Hell of a Boss portraits too. But for now, we're gonna put a pause on the Hazbin Hotel stuff.
Put a pause with this lovely Pentious drawing right here.
Hell yeah!
On to her next obsession, D&D characters. She has a large folder of D&D characters that she just keeps making and making and making.
I have too many. It's a problem.
And me as moral support, who also happens to be her dungeon master, is like, I can't make enough games for this. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I can't help it. It's an instinct.
I do always love your ideas, so I am very much looking forward to these next videos.
Yeah, this happens all the time. Once the character creation floodgates open, it's hard to close them again.
Thank you for watching.
Yep. Thank you so much for being along for the ride.
This is a really weird, fucked up roller coaster.
Yeah, but we're getting there. We're figuring this out, and we're happy to have you.
Until next time.
Until next time, thank you so much, and we'll see you then. Bye.